Welcome to another edition of the Unsexy podcast where we talk about the unsexy side of everything. Today we are doing check-in number 6, episode 7, kicking it on over to Aaron.
I'm going to put the date in. All right, Alejandro. Let's go here. So let's start off with, what is your weight?
164.7. I know, exactly the same as last week. I swear that's what that's what my average for the last 7 days was.
Yeah. 64.7. Okay, interesting. And you want to know what, dude? Like, I had this weird theory that, and it's completely unfounded. I run into the same thing with like my scale, where I'm like, I really weigh exactly what I weighed like a week ago. Like, really, like, so for example, like, I wish I could look up my last few days. It's in the app and I don't want to look it up right now. But it was like, I was like 213.2, and then I was like 214.6, 215. I was like going up. And this morning I was 213.2 again. I was like, really? Am I really 213.2? Like, are you fucking with me? Scale. But also just like kind of point out, like, I fluctuate insane. I think actually one of them was like, I was like 216 something.
This week was surprisingly, I think everything was in like 164 to 166 every day.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's abnormal for me.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. We got 167. I am the Bishop. Let's see. All right. Number of exercise workouts completed.
6.
Nice. Number of days adhered to the macros, the updated macros.
I'm pretty sure all days.
Okay. Your average steps?
19,000.
Good Lord.
Dude, it's like one of those weird things. So like I do the walk treadmill. Yeah. And then like by the end of the walk treadmill, it'll be at like 8,000, 9,000. So just like, I'm good. But I think what's happening is it's updated on my phone later. It's just like, oh, actually you got 12 or 13,000 steps in, Alex. And so I like go to 8,000. I'm just like, oh, okay, good. I'm going to be in like that 12,000 range. And then like by the end of the day, it's like, you did 15. Just like, all right, well, I guess I did 15. Here we are. I'm not moving around that much except for on the treadmill, on the walking treadmill.
Yeah. That's honestly probably the most is treadmill stuff for me. Wins and achievements this week.
Both of these are like psychologically focused. I guess this one's kind of a little physically focused, but comparing against like my first picture, I look really yoked. Like everyone was complimenting that first picture. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, are you sure you like even need to train? It looks like you're in a very good spot. And then I had this epiphany looking in the mirror today where I was like, oh, it's because there's also a bunch of fat in there. And so the muscle and the fat like combine make you look huge. Like it just looks a lot bigger. Because I noticed some more shape coming into my shoulders. That is now more, I'm hoping, like, please God, please, is more muscle than it is the fat that it was before. So that's a nice little win.
I can unequivocally tell you it is. Like if you're sticking to your macros and you're working out, like it's not like you're building fat. So it definitely, and from the pictures too, like you can tell. The issue is like what we were talking with Lloyd about is
it's still so scary.
I run into the same thing, man. I run into the same thing where I'm like, I had a conversation with Lloyd about this. Lloyd's my coach. And this last one-on-one, which I think was it last week? I think it was last week. And I was like, because I send him the same thing. I send him like a front shot, back shot, and then I'd have to do like a pose. And I'm just like, these pictures look the same to me, man. Like, I know I'm doing the right thing. I know the macros are locked in and this. He's like, and then he's like, no, look, he like pulls up. He's on his thing. He can see. He's like, I'll pull up your first one and your most recent one. He's like, you see how your shoulders are rounding out more here. You see your traps, they're getting a little bit bigger. He's like, dude, this isn't going to be like overnight. Like it's going to take
40 days,
months and months and months. And I was like, and if like I put the whole show a year out because of this, but he's like, you're doing great. He's like, I don't know. He's like, you put, I think we all do this. And this is a good lesson for anybody listening. We put way too much scrutiny on ourselves when it comes to our bodies. And maybe that's like not a news flash, but we really do it. Especially, it's even worse, man, when you are hyper focused on it, because then you notice like
Everything.
everything, and for some reason, not the wins. Like I
Yeah.
noticed,
And
like it's the
there was
that's
one
scientific.
weird, like, I didn't have this as my win, but one weird one last night when I was like laying down, like, so like I'm a side sleeper,
Yep.
and so I'm now doing my side sleeper for anyone who's just listening to this, and like this part of my body was like just flat as opposed
Yeah.
to having like overhang from like fat on it. I was like,
Yes.
okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
like
Well,
there's
it's
like, and I can't see that, I can't see it, but I can feel it on my body.
yeah. I think the last one I did was like my back routine, and guess what? I never see my fucking back, so I never know if my back's progressing or not. Um, unless I take pictures, and like the I did like a posing session with Lloyd, and I'd never seen my back flexed. I've only seen it like not flexed because I only send non-flexed photos to Lloyd, except for the one posing one, but it's not my back that I do the pose in. And when I saw the whatever, I was like, oh my God, my back is, I mean, it's like I have, I hate the, yes, I have a lot of work to do still, but like I just didn't realize how big my back was getting, like, and how defined it was getting. So I guarantee you too, for you, it's the same thing.
And it's one of those things that, because you're not seeing it every single day, like you see this part of your body every single day, and so
Exactly.
like you don't notice the
Exactly.
little changes, and then it's just like,
Yes.
oh,
Like,
whoa.
holy hell. And there's things too. Like, I remember when I was first losing weight, I'd like, you need like rub your arm, is like, there's like zero bump, like right here.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden you're rubbing, you're like, what the hell? What is happening here? It's like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like one of those things. And I wasn't like trying to see if I had a tricep or not, but you're just rubbing your arm and you're like, what is this? Or I think you mentioned, you're like, what the hell is this
Yeah,
muscle growing right here?
this one right
What's
here,
this?
the shoulder one.
But I just can't emphasize enough that this is just the long game. And so kind of like Lloyd was saying too, is like figuring out what you like, what do you want to do? Like, okay, you're looking a lot better for Hawaii. Hawaii's over. Because it's the trap that I ran into. I was always like, I want to get down to 220 pounds. I'd get down to somewhere close. And then I'm like, I had nothing. I had nothing else. And then I gain it all back. That's what happened every fucking time.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like it's TBD.
Yeah.
TBD, because like I wonder if as time goes on, because like the challenge for this week, not to go to that too, it was also psychological, where it's looking at 5,700 whatever days versus doing this for 42, I think I'm at now, 42
Yeah.
days, and just being like, oh god, that's another 5,700 days.
No, you
Like
should
before,
do the Darren. Do the Darren.
get the like
Do
the
the
AI,
Darren. Yes.
like the
Just
AI
take a
of what like
picture.
you could look like.
You can literally just put this out there of like, what would I look like with 10 more pounds of muscle and 12% body fat? And they just be like, that's what I want to look like. Because in all honesty, like if you got to that, and like there's probably some like, eventually, doesn't matter, you'll probably get there. And then you still be like, well, I still want my arms to be a little bit bigger. I want my legs to be a little, or whatever it is. But at least you're there to the thing that you didn't even think was maybe even possible at the time. But I would always give myself like a year of hardcore, just like locked in lifting and nutrition to even get close to whatever that picture ChatGPT shows you.
And then you just said something. I just lost it though. Of like
That
what you're trying.
even when you hit it, you're still gonna wish you had bigger something else. Penis.
Yeah. No, I can't remember. Like if it comes back to me, I'll bring it up.
But I mean, it's true, man. Like it's interesting because the same thing you struggle with, I struggle with too. Like I know I have my why, but it's the, I want this to happen faster. But also just telling myself, I've done the same thing too. Like, dude, you were super fat for like 25 years, like 30 years. It's gonna take a while to get to where you're actually happy. I mean, I got a comment from one of my buddies. I think it was when I had first lost a bunch of weight, and then I was starting to put on muscle, and I was at like 10% body fat, and they're like, "Why are you even? What are you even doing? Like, isn't that good enough?" I was like, "No,
Well,
it's not."
it's kind of interesting, right? Because like what I guess I've asked that question like people before, like how much money is like when would you like be satisfied? But I think like with most people, it's always like a wanting of more.
Sure.
So like you would never ask a business owner like, isn't this enough? Like I guess some libs would, where they'd be like, oh, isn't $1 trillion like you having $1 trillion like enough? Like no, like when you start doing something well, I think you just want to keep doing well at that thing because you're just like, I'm good at this and I'm getting better at it and I want to see more from it.
It's the Michael Jordan, the Tiger Woods, the what. I guarantee you, none of them are like, my game is perfect. I don't need to improve on, or like Steph Curry. I bet you he's like, what is, I don't know his 3 point percentage. Let's say it's 40%. I guarantee you he wants it to be 50%. Like, it's like, yeah, just because you're the best shooter in the world doesn't mean you stop trying to get better. And I think like we're never going to be the best physiques in the world, but it's just because you get to a spot that's really good doesn't mean you can't always get better. And not like obsessively like where it takes over your life. But I think that's also goes back to like having goals. Like if you have nothing to like work towards, like what are we doing here? And maybe your work towards is just maintaining. I think that's fine too. Because that still takes work to maintain what you've built. But I
I got the picture. Do you want to see it, Aaron? And
yes.
for all the
Oh
people.
yes. Yes, I
All right,
do.
here we go. Sorry for anyone who's not on,
I
who's
hope it's a
just
picture
listening to
of it's a
this.
picture of Darren.
Like, I want to become a male model. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That kind of, okay. Okay. So that's 15 pounds, 12%. And, I think what's hard, it finally came back to me is I like already want to do like another DEXA scan, but I'm just like, just wait until that October because there's like this part of me that's just like, you're not actually losing fat. You're not
I
actually
know.
losing fat. Like, and I know that I am, but it's still like, until I see it on the DEXA scan, it didn't really happen.
It's like we're brothers, Alex. I literally had this conversation in my mind on Sunday. I was like, I need to get a DEXA scan.
Go
Like,
get another one.
I think I'm getting too fat. I need to figure out what the numbers are. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's. I think we get in our heads significantly. I think what you and I both have to remind ourselves, like, we're doing the right thing. Like, we're doing what we're supposed to do, in order to get to the goals that we're aimed for, and not focus so much on the day to day as far as like what you look like, but that you're doing the right things
The
every
things.
day.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's all it is. Because I get that in my dude. All the fucking time I get that in my head where I'm just like, I just don't, I don't like my big thing I talk about is my quads. I'm like, my quads aren't growing. My quads look like shit. And then I had one of my buddies like, what are you talking about, dude? It's like, your quads look great. I was like, shut the fuck up. My quads are bitch quads. So I'm never like fishing for compliments. I'm just like being honest. Like I don't like how my quads look. But it's yeah, I think, and then I just, like I said, I just remind myself like, dude, you're sticking to your macros, you're sticking to your workout, you're getting enough sleep, you're getting to like everything. I'm doing everything 95% right. Yes, I'll have the cheat. We got to rebrand cheat meal. We should, it should be called
Indulgence.
not even like an indulgence. I want it to be called reward meal.
Yeah.
You reward yourself because you've worked your ass off. You get a reward meal. So I have my reward meals because it's not a cheat meal. I earned that fucking meal. And it's fine. But like my reward meals are kind of, I would say like at least once a week. It's definitely not a reward day. But that keeps the sanity there too. But it's just little by little. I think like for me, like obviously my main goal is to do well at my competition. So that's my why right now. But like you said, when we were talking a lot, I was like, what am I going to do after that competition? I was like, I just maintain. I guess I'll just maintain. You've already built those habits. And that's another thing too, people don't really talk about. You're building these really good habits that just become your life. And it's healthy. Like it's all these healthy things that you're doing. Like you just keep doing those things. That's all it really is. So that's why I tell myself, like, I don't know, because Lloyd also told me, he's like, dude, you're gonna do your first show. you're going to want to do another one. He's like, no one ever just does one. Nobody. He's like, it's meth. No, he didn't say that. Not even once. Not even one show. So I'll probably, I don't know. I'll probably, especially if I didn't do well, I'd be like Lloyd, where like he came in. What was that one that came in, didn't even rank? He's like, I'm never letting that happen again.
Yeah.
That's probably what it would be if like I got like last, and then I'd be like, fuck that. I'm coming back strong. It's like whatever. And
the
that's
most motivating thing. I was just like, oh my gosh, is this the last dance?
I know. It was like,
never
and
again.
I took offense to that. Yeah. He's like, well, that's never going to fucking happen again. I was like, yeah. Go Lloyd. Go listen to our podcast with Lloyd. It's not out yet.
It'll be out in probably from when this goes live, probably 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Oh, I don't think we finished. We just started going off.
Well, that was part of my challenges. Like my challenges was just like the mental. Like it's
mental,
been the 5,000 days of bad habits versus 40 days of good habits is like just really hard for me to wrap my head around. I know it's not going to take like the actual 15 years that I'm using for those 5,000 days, but it's still nowhere close.
The thing is too, is just like, it was a question I asked myself. Who did we have on where they said the same thing? Where it's like, I wonder what I'd look like if I trained like correctly and ate correctly for a year. I wonder what I'd look like. Did we talk to someone recently? Was one of the podcasts? I can't remember. But that's how I was. I was like, and that's still kind of how I am. So I kind of locked in. I guess it actually has been a year, because it was last summer that I started really getting into it. But I don't know, whatever. But that's now I know. And so just staying locked in for a year, there's no way, if you're locked in for a year, you're not going to look
much different.
So much better than you did when you first started. It's just like physiologically impossible to do that unless you had some weird whatever, but like an injury or something. But like if you're locked in for a year, there's just no way. I would say even locked in for 6 months, you're going to see some major differences between your first picture and your 6-month picture. I would say even now, like your pictures from the first to now are changing. And that's been what? It's been a month. It hasn't been like a month and a half. It hasn't been that long. But a month and a half, not a long time. So I think that's how I have to do it for myself when I'm starting to like get frustrated. So, yeah.
And it'll all be like, I think this is like what sucks too, is like, I think I'm going to be highly motivated after, like in a positive way, after like my next DEXA scan. So like, I'm just like, really, it's not even Hawaii. It's like first week of October. That's when I'm going to start feeling the push again. We're just like, okay, good. We're down to 18%. And we did that in 90 days. Now let's get down to 16, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it really is. It really is. It's so motivating.
Yeah. Sweet. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Go be unsexy, and we'll chat with y'all next. Thank you for listening to the Unsexy Businessmen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review. Now go get to work.